Okay, so in this video, we're dealing with a little bit of review of everything that we found through sections 5.4 through 5.5.5.6. So you'll see here that what I want you to do as we go through this, we're going to go ahead and solve 2 through 4 without a calculator. 1, we're going to solve using a calculator. So there will be a separate video on how to find that. So that would be the x-intercept. So number 1, we're going to do a separate video. So now we're going to go ahead and find the max height of the ball. So if we look at our parabola and the way it's formatted, because of the negative value, we know that it opens down. So I'm going to draw a real quick picture in the top right here, and we know it opens down, so we have some sort of quadratic, and I know then in order to find the max height of the ball, I need to look at the vertex. Well, how do we find the vertex? So for number 2, the vertex, the x value is equal to negative b over 2a. So b is equal to 32, looking at our quadratic listed in the problem, and a is equal to negative 16. So that's going to actually give us 1. So to find the y value, I'm going to plug that into my equation. Okay, so I have negative 16 plus 32 plus 5, and that's going to equal 21. So this is the vertex of the parabola. That also tells me that the max height is the y value, and the time to get there is going to be the x value. Okay, so the y value is our height, and the x value is our time. So as far as the max height of the ball, number 2, that's going to be 32 feet. Okay, and we obtain that by looking at the vertex. Okay, and I apologize, it's not 32, it's 21. Okay, and then so how long does it take to reach that max height? Well, if the x value is 1, it takes 1 second for us to get there. And now what we need to do is we need to sketch the graph using all of these points, the y-intercept, the x-intercepts, the max or the vertex. And so remember, in step 1, we went ahead, and that's a separate video, we went ahead and found the x and y-intercepts by graphing. And so we're just going to pull that information from our previous video, and we should get approximately 0 for one of our x-intercepts. Okay, it was like negative 1.5. Okay, so I'm going to draw a little graph here. And so it was like about right here, which is a negative 0.15, and then the other one was about 2.15. Okay, so that's what we obtained from our previous example. Now I'm going to go ahead, and the y-intercept is going to be our constant in standard form. So the y-intercept is equal to 5. Okay, so I plot that point. I know the vertex happens at 121, so I'm just going to generically plot a point up here and trace the graph. So what I've done without a calculator, other than the x-intercepts, I've plotted the y-intercept, plotted the vertex, and I'm able to get the shape of the graph, and a pretty solid graph just by drawing by hand, finding all these different items using the idea of this negative b over 2a. So make sure that you check out that other video on how to find those x-intercepts using your calculator. And in the next videos in this section, we're going to actually create parabolas from data that's given to us.